First reading. A reading from the first letter to the Thessalonians, chapter 4, verses 13 to 18. We want you to be quite certain, brothers, about those who have fallen asleep, to make sure that you do not grieve for them, as others do who have no hope. We believe that Jesus died and rose again, and that in the same way God will bring with him those who have fallen asleep in Jesus. We can tell you this from the Lord's own teaching, that we who are still alive for the Lord's coming will not have any advantage over those who have fallen asleep. At the signal given by the voice of the archangel and the trumpet of God, the Lord Himself will come down from heaven. Those who have died in Christ will be the first to rise, and only after that shall we who remain alive be taken up in the clouds, together with them, to meet the Lord in the air. This is the way we shall be with the Lord forever. With such thoughts as these, then you should encourage one another. This is the word of Lord. Thanks be to God. A reading from the Gospel according to Luke, chapter 4, verses 16 to 30. He came to Nazareth, where he had been brought up, and went into synagogues on the Sabbath day, as he usually did. He stood up to read, and they handed him the scroll of the prophet Isaiah. Unrolling the scroll, he found the place where it is written, "The Spirit of the Lord is on me, for he has anointed me to bring the good news to the afflicted. He has sent me to proclaim liberty to captives, sight to the blind, to let the oppressed go free, to proclaim a year of favor from the Lord." He then rolled up the scroll, gave it back to the assistant, and sat down. And all eyes in the synagogues were fixed on him. Then he began to speak to them. This text is being fulfilled today, even while you are listening. And he won the approval of all, and they were astonished by the gracious words that came from his lips. They said, "This is Joseph's son, surely." But he replied, "No doubt you will quote me the saying, 'Physician, heal yourself and tell me.' We have heard all that happened in Capernaum. Do the same here in your own country." And he went on, "In truth, I tell you, no prophet is ever accepted in his own country. There were many widows in Israel, I can assure you, in Elijah's day, when heaven remained shut for 3 years and 6 months, and a great famine raged throughout the land. But Elijah was not sent to any one of these. He was sent to a widow at Zarephath, a town in Sidonia. And in the prophet Elisa's time, there were many suffering from virulent skin diseases in Israel. But none of these was cured, only Naaman the Syrian. When they heard this, everyone in the synagogues was enraged. They sprang to their feet and hustled him out of the town, and they took him up to the brow of the hill their town was built on, intending to throw him off the cliff. But he passed straight through the crowd and walked away,